From the most unexpected wins
Going home, thrusting, gonna get there, good horse.
to the most shocking fails,
Chaos in the early part of the race, and Snow Dragon has taken.
here are the 6 weirdest horse racing moments ever. Starting with Pakistan doing what would never be forgotten in the history of horse racing. On September 2nd, 2016, what was supposed to be a total loss quickly spiraled into a miracle, leaving everyone in shock.
They stand well, set, and they're off. Now Pakistan Star was slow, as was Cheer Win. Carry to Win didn't get away all that quickly, and Audacity's got no.
Pakistan Star, who hadn't done well in his previous races, seemed to have a pretty bad start, obviously confirming everyone's expectations.
Bear Chum deeper out, and he charges forward. Gainful Jet was away quickly, as was Don Wong Choi, and Call Me Handsome ridden forward. Deeper out is Bumble Baby from Look.
The gap between Pakistan and other horses became wider, making it a perfect statement that Pakistan would repeat history.
Down on the rail, then Ambitious Heart. A length away to CJ, who's coursing very deep from Cheer Win, who's keen on the back of heels. Carry to Win down on the rail from Audacity.
At this point, it was okay to say all hope was lost, and many people would have torn their tickets into pieces. But no one saw this coming.
And Pakistan Star can't go with them. He's 3 lengths last of all. Bear Chum has the lead as they approach the bend, but Call Me Handsome is keeping him honest, and this pair of broken three.
What was meant to be a complete loss became a total elimination.
Don Wong Choi, Gainful Jet, Look Harass, and then Arm Runda from Cheer Win and CJ to the middle, but it's Call Me Handsome and Bear Chum in a sterling battle. They're 3.
Pakistan started taking out its competitors one after the other, but it didn't end there.
Followed by Gainful Jet and Look Harass, Call Me Handsome and Bear Chum and Call Me Handsome. Great titanic struggle. Look at Pakistan Star right out.
The point for Pakistan was not just to eliminate his opponents, he was rather onto something even bigger.
Last to first, what a win this! Pakistan Star has blown them away.
While you're still wondering what just happened, you need to see Snow Dragon refusing to give up after losing everything. What started off as a perfect competition quickly turned into full-blown chaos.
He upsized the grey Snow Dragon, but that was a fairly anxious moment for the short prize favourite in the very early part of the race. Now here is the first, and Snow Dragon has swerved left.
But that wasn't all, as it was obvious Snow Dragon had bigger plans.
Seated, and A Day Forever had to hurdle.
Even though he lost his jockey, Snow Dragon thought it would be a great idea to still get the trophy home. But what happened next was unexpected.
On the ground, and now Snow Dragon is joining in and running around in front of the field, and it's utter chaos in the early part of the race, and Snow Dragon has taken out Romancia and has taken.
It seemed as though Snow Dragon knew the odds were pretty low and decided to take out his most potent threats.
Has taken out A Day Forever, and all of a sudden there are only 2 left. All horses seem to be absolutely fine. They're running around in all directions. All jockeys appear to be okay.
The craziest part of it all was that this horse wasn't planning on quitting, probably hoping to make up for his mistakes. But it gets even more interesting.
And now Snow Dragon is still running around and rather hampers Global Eclipse, with Jack the Boss having been left in front, and now 3 loose horses.
Other horses who have lost their jockeys too also decided to join Snow Dragon in his quest, and now it seems the race has turned into a comedy show.
Join in. So they've got a circuit ahead of them, and Sam Twiston-Davies has wisely timed to take a pull here on Jack the Boss, who is in danger of going off in pursuit of the loose.
Amazingly, Snow Dragon and his gang were obviously leading the race, meaning their plan was finally paying off. But this is where it got really interesting.
Jack the Boss, again wandering around going into it, but hops over neatly enough to Global Eclipse, who's still sitting in his wake, sitting in his...
One of the horses who noticed Snow Dragon's plan decided to motivate the other jockeys by chasing them into victory.
Second last, and on down to the final flight. Just over a quarter mile to travel. If they both get neatly enough over the last, it will be a sprint to the line here.
It was undoubtedly clear that his plan paid off pretty well.
Jack the Boss wanders, just about leads at the last. Now Skelton shakes up Global Eclipse. It's been a sprint from the last to the line. Jack the Boss first to commit, Global Eclipse.
This is where everything changed and went on to another level.
inching closer. Time is running out. Jack the Boss makes all. It was a lot more chaotic than that. And the only other one to finish, Global Eclipse.
At least the horse who motivated them got to come in third. If that made you laugh real hard, then you need to see the horse who didn't need a jockey. Although things didn't go according to plan, this horse understood what the mission was. After losing its jockey in an unexpected way, it decided to ride itself to victory. But this is where it got both challenging and messy at the same time.
The noseband, Diego de Charmil on the right, the white face. Oh, Diego de Charmil has hampered. Oh, they've got through the fence, and in front is Diego.
It seemed as though fate was in favor of this horse, as everything seemed to be in its advantage. But this is where everything changed.
The grey and Clondall Castle, the red jacket are there. Inside of the line, Diego de Charmil is still just about in front, and he gets to the line and wins. Well, Diego...
Obviously, this horse didn't need its jockey to make a clear and bold statement. If you thought that was the weirdest horse racing moment ever, you might have to reconsider, because you haven't seen the Kentucky Derby yet. In the Kentucky Derby 2009, both the jockeys and the entire crowd were taken by surprise.
Is ninth on the outside. Then farther back down on the rail, that is Atomic Rain, running in the 11th position, 2 lengths back, and General Porter.
What started out as a massive competitive race quickly became certain who the winner would be.
Is 13th on the outside. West Side Bernie is now down toward the rail, and then on the outside, at the back of the pack, beginning to move up now, is Hold Me Back.
No matter the degree of the fierceness of the competition, it was clear that Destiny had spoken and wouldn't change its mind.
Also right there toward the back of the pack, along with Chocolate Candy, Summerbird. Advice, the last of them all, is Mr. Hot Stuff. So down the back stretch run, or even be fine, be well behind.
Even though the competition didn't get easy, something was going on right behind. No one was watching.
From 6 now, Musket Man is now 7th. Chocolate Candy is beginning to come alive now, and he's 8th on the outside. Then down toward the rail, it's Advice as the field turns.
At this point, things started changing faster. Then the weather and fate was rewriting destiny.
Top of the stretch, it's still joining the dance with a tenuous lead. Regal Ransom and Pioneer of the Nile strike the front just outside the 8 pole. Musket Man is coming.
Out of nowhere, Pioneer of the Nile, who had no place in the race, dusted the entire fleet. But that wasn't all.
And Papa comes right there too, down toward the inside, coming on through. That is Minette Bird now is coming on to take the lead as they come down to the finish, and it's spectacular.
This horse didn't just fight for a win. It made sure the difference was undoubtedly clear.
Spectacular upset. Minette Bird has won the Kentucky Derby. An impossible result here. And a 3-way photo for second among Musket Man.
What a way to go. If you thought that was insane, watch Rufus King move things totally on another level. In this fierce race, Rufus King had already proved he was absolutely going to win. But what happened next was really shocking.
Into the final turn, headway with a lot of ground to make up. Rufus King striding forward by 3 to 4 lengths here under Joe Fanning. Could take some pegging back in second.
Despite the gap, what Headway did in just a few seconds was totally unbelievable.
To Bengali boys, now Headway begins to find his stride down the outside. He's got an enormous amount of ground to make up. He is cutting into the lead. Rufus King by...
Right from the back, Headway from nowhere eliminated all the opponents till he took out Rufus King, who was ahead by several feet. While still thinking of elimination, you need to see the mother of all eliminations. In this power horse race, it seemed as the competition was more between the horse and the jockey than with other competitors. And what happened next was a total elimination.
Down the middle, they're led by Japiko Machin as they jump. And he's off. He's not. He's back on. He's off. He's off. Well, Stephen Mulqueen.